After much speculation, Romelu Lukaku has officially made his return to Stamford Bridge for a reported £97.5 million fee, making him Chelsea's most expensive signing in history. For a fee this big, Chelsea fans will be hoping the return of Lukaku will be a more positive one compared to his last stint with the Blues, and will hope to see him lead the line in a possible title challenge. In today's video, we're going to take a look at how Lukaku fits in at Chelsea and what to expect from the Belgian striker this season. With Manchester City and Man United all making big moves in the transfer window, it was unlikely Chelsea were going to stay quiet. And the arrival of Lukaku sees them trying to address the issues they've had in attack, with Timo Werner not having the best start to his life in London. In his 95 games with Inter, Lukaku netted a very impressive 64 goals and 16 assists. Last season, he topped the charts for goal involvements, with 24 goals and 11 assists. The 28-year-old will look to build on his impressive recent form, but how will he fit in under Thomas Tuchel? Before we answer that question, I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, OneFootball. OneFootball is hands down the best app for any updates from the football world. From transfers, statistics, goal scorers, assists, or any news in the football world, OneFootball will cover it. It's the best app to have while you're watching a game, as it gives you live statistical updates and commentary to help you better understand how the game is being played. OneFootball makes following your favourite team incredibly simple, and the best part about it is that it's completely free. So if you think it's something you might enjoy, click the link in the description down below to get started. Thank you to OneFootball, and let's take a look at how Lukaku fits in at Chelsea. Last season, Chelsea's most used formation under Thomas Tuchel was the 3-4-2-1. The front three of Mount, Havertz and Werner would often rotate their positioning, with Havertz often playing as a false nine. The most advanced player was Timo Werner, who would drift out wide on the left, attempting to leave gaps down the middle for players to exploit. It's a formation that's not too dissimilar to Antonio Conte's 3-5-2 at Inter. In this formation, Lukaku was part of the front two alongside Lautaro Martinez, with the energetic Barella supporting the attack and finding space out wide to deliver balls into the box. At times, Chelsea's 3-4-2-1 can morph into a 3-4-1-2, given the rotations of the front three, meaning Lukaku could find himself at home in this system. It's worth noting that Werner also enjoyed much success in Leipzig's setup playing alongside a fellow striker, be it Yusuf Poulsen, Christopher Nkunku or Patrick Schick, with a number 10 often sat behind the pair. It's a system Tuchel has largely shied away from at Chelsea, preferring to either stick Werner up top with two behind him or deploy a flat three attacking unit, meaning he was often left isolated or out of his natural position. Lukaku could well provide the support Tuchel needs to get Werner firing. The latter proved last season that leading the line isn't his stronghold. Yet, having the smarts and strength of Lukaku alongside him taking up the attention of the opposing centre-backs will give the German more freedom to exploit space, as he did in the Bundesliga. His time at Inter saw Lukaku develop some of the areas of his game that were lacking during his time at Man United. He improved his first touch and playing with his back to goal, and overall has become a lot more of a complete player, able to involve the players around him and get the most out of his teammates. While he's well known as a target man, using his strength to latch on to any long balls and pin the two centre-backs, Lukaku has also proven to be excellent when playing the ball to his feet. A look at his heat map from last season shows how he can drift deep into the midfield to collect, or out wide on the right where he can stop the ball with his left foot before looking to find players around him to help the team gain ground. His natural desire to shift out wide on the right is also an excellent addition to Chelsea, who are more reliant on attacking down the left given Werner's preference for this flank. For this reason, Lukaku should also help Chelsea be more balanced on the attack and help create chances down both flanks. If we take a look at where Lukaku's goals at Inter came from, it's obvious that he's a constant threat in the box, and will either cut in behind the defensive line or get on the end of any crosses. With the fullbacks in James and Chilwell overlapping, there will be plenty of balls played into the box. But one area that Lukaku still needs to improve on is his heading accuracy, with only one goal coming from a header last season, meaning Chelsea's best bet will be low-driven crosses or cutbacks onto the penalty spot. One of the main reasons Chelsea was so dangerous last season was the width and depth that their formation naturally creates. When in possession, the four central players, usually Mount, Havertz, Kante and Jorginho, would overload the centre and would circulate possession very efficiently. And when looking for a ball out of these tight spaces, they would have the two wing-backs stretching the midfield horizontally, and one player up top stretching the team vertically, meaning that the opposition would struggle to stop all these channels. If they closed the midfield, then Chelsea could move the ball out wide to the wing-backs. But if the opposition covered the flanks, then it would leave gaps for the striker to collect the ball and help the team gain ground. With Lukaku in the picture, this becomes an even bigger issue for the opposition, given that his excellent strength and hold-up play means he'll be a constant threat for the back line. So the addition of Lukaku is definitely a positive one for Chelsea. But there's a bigger issue facing Thomas Tuchel. Who do you drop? Chelsea's squad depth is one that every team wishes they had. But with this much talent comes a more pressing issue of who has to be sacrificed. With Lukaku coming in, the simplest solution would see him come in as the number 9, leaving Werner on the bench. But we've seen how both Lukaku and Werner can benefit when playing in front two, meaning Tuchel could switch to a 3-4-1-2, leaving either Havertz or Mount on the bench. By dropping Mount, you lose the constant energy and runs in behind, while by dropping Havertz, you lack someone who can constantly find space between the lines and threaten the back line. A compromise could see Havertz start as the attacking mid, with Mount dropping deep into the midfield alongside either Kante, Jorginho or Kovacic. But here another issue emerges. By dropping Jorginho, now you lack someone who can help the team break the first line of press. But if you drop Kante, you lose one of the best CDMs in the world, helping the team counterattack and move the ball out of pressure. I think the most likely solution will see either Werner make way if he opts for a 3-4-2-1, or Havertz in the 3-4-1-2. Chelsea should be excited to see the return of Lukaku, as he's a completely different player to the one that left, and could potentially help Chelsea edge closer to the Premier League. Will they get there though? That's a difficult call, with Man United and Man City bolstering their already impressive squads. The race is definitely on. And now let me know what you think. How do you think Lukaku will improve Chelsea? And where do you think Chelsea will finish next season? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, along with any suggestions for future videos. And if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.